Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. Thank you for hanging out with me and talking about figures. So I haven't done a toy haul in a while. I know New York Comic Con just passed. I wish I could make it. I would have made it this year only because I saw that there was maybe one or two comic shops that opened up in Times Square that I wish I would have checked out. I think it was the Tamashii one. I would like to pick up maybe the Batman figure that looks a little better than the release from McFarlane, because that one looks a little cross-eyed from what I remember, and I would like a cloth cape version. But anyway, not that there was much from what I've seen of walkthroughs as far as Hasbro. When I saw the new Apocalypse, I do like that they increased his size comparison, because I do remember that was a complaint that people had with the old Apocalypse. Now I do have the retro carded Apocalypse, and I recently got him maybe last year, and when I saw that they came out with them, I said, oh, it looks like the same one. But I saw that they increased his size, so he was more size accurate, and I saw the display that they had him in at New York Comic Con, and it was pretty cool. So I was like, and now I'm kind of thinking if I kind of want to go there and get that Apocalypse in the future, but I'm gonna look into it. I think next year toy hunting is gonna be very different for me. I think I'm gonna definitely slow down, but I'll probably go into that more maybe at the end of the year. But there's really nothing else that I'm looking for right now. The pre-orders that should have been on their way is that 2-pack with Storm and Wolverine from, I believe, the Uncanny X-Men, and the Cyclops and Jean Grey, which I'm looking forward to, because I'll show you guys, speaking of that, because I picked this up at my local comic shop last week, I believe it was. I like how they're kind of, I call them re-releases and reprints, and I would call the comic books that come out in the McFarlane statues reprints, but I call these re-releases. So I picked up these re-releases, reprints, whatever you want to call it, and these are the two. This is the 2-pack that was released from Hasbro, Cyclops and Jean Grey, that I'm waiting for, and it's right here. This is a re-release of X-Men. This is the double side, Phoenix Must Die. Now I'm gonna read this later on, so I think this is cool that they re-released this. And this is the actual 2-pack of Cyclops and Jean Grey that was re-released, and I kind of want to build up this X-Men. As you can see, I have the Nightcrawler from the X-Men 97. I don't think the colors really changed. I do have the Colossus Juggernaut 2-pack. I believe is the same scheme from this team, and I wouldn't be surprised if they re-release them too. And that's the Storm that I ordered in the 2-pack that's also coming in the mail with Wolverine. So I'm very excited to build up that team, and I'm hoping that they re-release that Rogue who joined the X-Men, because the 2-pack that came out with Rogue, I believe that's when she was still a villain, so there's slight differences. So I have that, and then that's issue 137, and then I have issue 138 where it says X-Men All New Exit Cyclops. So these are very iconic covers, and I thought I actually had the Cyclops, but that's the X-Factor Cyclops, and obviously the Jean Grey that's like on the pegs right now, that's the X-Factor Jean Grey, and I was able to at least build up the X-Factor team, so now I'll be able to build up this Uncanny X-Men team together with that 2-pack. So I'm very excited about that. So you can see it still has the Toys R Us banner on there, you know, winning a grand prize. Also has these cool ads on the back that were back then. What year was this? It says October 1980. So, and I think these two were double-sized issues. So this is a double-sized issue. So this also had the ads in the back. So I don't know if they did multiple Phoenix Saga storylines, or I think this leads up to the Phoenix Saga. So I do have the actual graphic novel, I guess, of the whole Phoenix Saga. So I'm gonna look into it to see if all of these are all together, all these issues. But another thing I picked up, because I'm still waiting for 3 of my issues to come back graded, because I like also hanging up graded issues as art. I picked up this from my local comic shop recently as well. I like these metal I don't know what you would call them, but these metal art pieces. So I picked up this one of the Hulk, so I love Hulk, and I picked up this one of Captain America. It looks like it's Tales of Suspense, Captain America and Iron Man, and it's Captain America facing the Black Panther. So I picked this one up. I actually have the same thing of this of Terminator 2 coming in the mail from Amazon, and I actually have one of Die Hard with a Vengeance that I ordered a while ago, so I picked that up. But I love that, well, since I have this out, let me just show you. I was able to pick up the Predator vs. Spider-Man graphic novel of the whole series. So what I'm gonna do is, since I was picking up the Spider-Man vs. Predator series individually, I'm gonna get the variant covers graded so I can hang those up. And these are some issues that I remember growing up as a kid that I want to get graded. I also picked these up too because I love Rob Liefeld, and I know Rob Liefeld has been re-releasing these Youngblood covers from their debut. So this is a variant cover of, like, it's like kind of like a shiny hologram cover. He has like the regular cover in this one, and I picked up this one because I thought it was an awesome cover of Captain America and Wolverine. And this is Wolverine May 124th. This is, I think, what year did this come out? I think 99 or 2000. This one I want to get it as well graded to hang up. And this, I have the graphic novel of these, but since I was able to find these individually, I want to get these graded as well. And these are the classic Wolverine Chris Claremont. So this is Wolverine number 3. And if you haven't read these before, I highly recommend it. Wolverine number 2. These are very iconic covers. This one I don't know too much about, but I thought this was incredible. This looks like the John Byrne Wolverine with this incredible looking firearm. So I definitely want to get that graded as well. That's Wolverine number 36. And this one, I love the artwork of Tombstone. This reminds me of, this is drawn by, I'm not sure who's it drawn by. I guess I'll open it later, but this just looks iconic, and I just want to get this graded. It looks like Tombstone holding up Spider-Man's mask. And then I actually picked up one of these Tiger games that they re-released in GameStop. I don't know if some of you probably seen those if you have a GameStop near you, but that's very iconic. So I like getting these because I love how now they come up with the graphic novels and they re-release them all in one book. So now when I go to my comic shop, I try to like look for the iconic covers to get them graded so I can hang them up as art pieces, not really to resell them or anything. But right now I'm still waiting on, I have The Last Ronin number 1, I have Savage Dragon number 1, and X Factor number 1 that I'm waiting to come back graded. And I'm just curious to see what grades they're gonna be. I think The Last Ronin is gonna be pretty high, and the Savage Dragon, sorry if I said The Last Dragon, Savage Dragon and X Factor, I'd be lucky if it comes back in 8. But yeah, so that's the comic side. So some things that I picked up for a while that I was just combining, because I don't know when's the next time I'm gonna do like a haul. one. First, I got these Hot Wheels. So I did pick up this G.I. Joe Jet Striker Combat Jet F1 Tomcat. This was pretty awesome, so I picked that up. I might put that in my office. And because I picked that up, Top Gun is one of my favorite movies, especially Maverick. So I did get his 71 Porsche 911. Picked that up. And then I was looking for this for a while. It's kind of hard to find this one, but I finally found the Action Comics #1. It just says Action Sedan. So I was able to find that. Add that. I actually have the McFarlane figure that came out that was inspired by that, so that's pretty awesome. It'll be a nice display to have those together, so pick that up. Also picked up one of these Power Morphers from the Reignition. Comes with the other power coins. I do have the Yellow Ranger helmet. I know it comes with a power coin or all 5 coins. I just don't remember if it came with a Power Morpher. So I just decided, let me just pick this up just in case it didn't. And if I do have it, doesn't hurt to have 2. This was only, I believe, like 15 bucks. So I picked that up. So this is gonna be all over the place. While also I was at my favorite toy shop in the area, I was able to find Black Cat, which was awesome, from the animated series. Now, aftermarket, she was double the price, and she actually came out the same year as that Green Goblin 5 years ago, so I wouldn't be surprised if they re-release her, but I had never seen her in the wild ever, anywhere I ever went, and I feel like anywhere else she would have been even more than what I paid, so I decided to just scoop her up. I mean, if she ends up coming out, then great, and at least those who are trying to look for her, at least they can have it and add it to a collection. So it's gonna be fun to take her out of her package and have some fun with her, but she's definitely an iconic character that I remember from the cartoon, so it's awesome. So I just need to hopefully they re-release a Mary Jane. I mean, they released J. Jonah, so hopefully they'll release a Mary Jane. I do have that Magic series Mary Jane Spider-Man that came out, Iron Spider. I think it'll be here Friday, so I decided to just get it from Best Buy. But I did pick up Black Cat, so that's pretty psyched about that. Now these, when I went to GameStop a couple of weeks ago, I didn't know that they were going to be inundated with so many new Todd McFarlane statues, and I was going to go crazy and pick up a whole bunch of them, but I said, let me calm down and let me just pick up the ones that I really wanted for now. I might go back because they had a Spider-Man that looked nice and a Wolverine, but for now I definitely decided to pick up this Spider-Man based on issue #1 by McFarlane. This one looks so awesome, so I'm glad I picked this one up for now, and then I'll go back and hopefully they'll have the smaller one that I was looking at. And I thought I had this one with the black variant, but now that I'm looking, it's the other one where he's swinging through the city that I decided not to pick up. But I always saw this one in Funko Pop form, so I'm just so happy that he came out with this statue form. And I know the video and the pictures is not doing it justice, but if you see this in person, it looks really good. Like, it's really dope. So if you ever get to see this in person, I would definitely say this is definitely a pickup. Now, speaking of that too, I just put on pre-order the Silver Surfer on Amazon, so that's going to be released in January. Since I don't have a Silver Surfer, with the exception of First Steps, and I had a chance to pick up a Silver Surfer when I saw it in FYE. Then I regretted it because it wasn't there anymore. But now on the aftermarket, it's expensive, and now when they came out with this new Silver Surfer, it looks way better than any of the aftermarket stuff. The scope is better, articulation, and I think they put magnets on it so he could better hold the surfboard and be on it. Real nice for the poses, so it looks awesome. So I just said, you know what, let me just pre-order it now so I can finally have a definitive Silver Surfer to display with my retro carded Fantastic Four, especially since now I have a Doom, and well, I have two Dooms, Dr. Dooms, which is great. And when I was in Walmart, and I haven't seen this one so far, so this might be getting picked up by people, I finally saw the Silver Surfer McFarlane statue, and this is another one that if you get it, if you see it, pick it up. It's definitely a major go. This looks awesome in person, and what I'm happy about getting both of these is, of course, when you get these big ones, you get the re-release or reprint, as I call it, of these comics. So this is Fantastic Four. It says 72 of March. It says Fantastic Four, where soars. What it says? Where Soars the Silver Surfer, inspired by Fantastic Four issue 72. So that is so dope. So I might just take usually I take the comics out, and I usually, from the comic shops that I go to, I usually buy the plastics with the board in it so I can display the comic inside and read it. So that is really dope. I love this Silver Surfer. This is pretty awesome. Again, the pictures in the video might not be doing it justice, especially with the glare, but this is something that's a major go. Definitely pick it up if you catch it in GameStop or Walmart. I think this might be more of a Walmart exclusive. All right, let's see. Next on the list, I finally found Ethan Page, All Ego. Found them in, I believe, my local Walmart. I don't remember. Now, I actually have 3 Egos because I definitely want to get one out of box, but I have 2 AEWs. I want to get one signed by him if I ever see him in person, but I think I want to get this one signed too. Now, here's the thing about Ethan Page, is why he's one of my favorite wrestlers. He is one of the guys who kind of got me excited into toy collecting. He's probably, besides the wrestling figure pod, I think he was the next person who I watched who was into toy collecting. And he was like on the underground wrestling scene. He was in AEW, and he was doing other stuff before he made it into WWE. He's still in NXT right now, and I'm pretty sure sooner or later he'll get called up to the main roster, man. But I used to watch all his toy hunting videos, and I don't know, I just love watching them, and he was a big inspiration to me with toy hunting, so I really appreciate it. So it really means, so it has a lot of sentimental value to me, finding his figure. So I hope that I can get this figure signed if he's ever in the area. So that was really dope for me to actually find this figure. So that was a dope find for me. So I'm gonna see if I can order another protector, because I got one of these from, what was it? It was the Ringside Collectibles. So when I got my Mankind signed, I ordered one of these plastic coverings from Ringside Collectibles for a protector, and I got the same thing for my Sergeant Slaughter I got signed. So I want to get one for this one and the AEW one. So that was an awesome find. All right, and the next thing, this was a random find. Then again, I'm not on McFarlane's site like that, but I'm thinking I might buy another one and leave this in box because it's so cool. When it comes to McFarlane, top tier thing for me is always his Spawn figures. That's what always got me into McFarlane. If McFarlane stopped making DC, Marvel stuff, I wouldn't care, because Spawn is one of my favorite characters. So I did find this new Call of Duty Spawn that came out. So that is very awesome. So you see he has like the hood, kind of has like the, I don't know if that's like a hood and blanket or whatever it is. I'm saying blanket for lack of a better term. And he has the whole vest full with like pockets, and he has the bullets across. And the guns he comes with like the standard guns that come with every figure. And comes with a lot of the ammo packs. But that's pretty dope. That's pretty awesome. So I'm gonna figure out what I want to do with him. I haven't taken out from the other 2 Call of Duty spawns. I only took one of them out the package because I'm not sure what I want to do with the other one. But I found him at Target, so I scooped him up. Doesn't have a particular name, but decided to pick him up, so he's pretty cool. Next up, I picked up Big Daddy Cool Diesel and Shawn Michaels. So these are supposed to be from the curtain call match. When it was, believe it was it Shawn and Diesel against Razor and Hunter, or Hunter and Shawn against Diesel and Razor, whichever it was. And then, you know, someone filmed it in Madison Square Garden, and they were giving each other the NWO Too Sweet, and supposedly they got in trouble for breaking kayfabe, blah blah blah. So at first I saw the Diesel and the Triple H. I didn't really care much for the Triple H. I just really wanted the Diesel and Shawn Michaels, but I wasn't gonna pick up the Diesel unless I saw the Shawn Michaels. So the next time I went, I finally saw the Shawn Michaels, so I saw the Diesel and picked them up both. And the reason why is I don't have a Diesel. I do have a Kevin Nash from the 2-pack, but that's from the NWO and Scott Hall, which is awesome, which I ordered from Target like 2 months ago. And I have a Kevin Nash, I think, from when he went in WWE, but I never had a Diesel, only have the fake Diesel. So I wanted to have a Scott Hall and Shawn Michaels together from when they were teamed up. Specifically when they were the tag team champions and Diesel was the heavyweight champion and Shawn was the Intercontinental champion. And it's funny how he was the world champion first before Shawn Michaels was, and then eventually he defended his belt at WrestleMania 11 against Shawn, and Shawn lost, and then Shawn ended up beating Bret Hart at the next WrestleMania 12, but whatever. So now, with so many wrestlers and all the belts, I could display them, at least with the tag belts and the championship. So I was happy to find those two. Razor, I didn't get Razor because I have so many Razor Ramones. I don't need another Razor. That's just too much Razors. It's like how I have 15 Wolverines and I'm gonna have another one coming in with Storm again. But anyway, so I'm glad to have those two. And I know they're coming out with from this series, Legends. I know they have a RVD coming out, but I don't know if he's coming out in December or January, but I'm gonna be looking out for that one soon. While I was at Ollie's, and what's funny is I seen these at full price at GameStop, and this is the G.I. Joe Classified 60 years, and this is Halo High Altitude Low Opening Jumper. This is a very awesome figure right here. I don't know, I guess he's supposed to be like I don't know if he's a pilot. I guess he's a pilot. He has like a pilot's helmet, but I guess he's able to jump from the jet. I don't know. I wasn't in the Army or Air Force, but it's an awesome figure. Of course, a figure I would like to add to my military group. So he was $13, and then I have Action Marine Sniper, and it's a female. She has swappable heads. It looks like a Native American and a white girl, so you can swap heads. I might pick up another one of these if I see them at Holly, so I can at least leave the heads on both of them, and at least I'll have 2 more. And I seen these at GameStop for full price, so this was a great find at Ollie. So check out your Ollies and see if you have these and pick them up, because now that it's getting closer to holidays, now they're bringing out all the toys. So this is something that's gonna be gone for the holidays, so pick this up before it's sold out. So this was a great find. Now getting down to the end. While I was at my toy shop, I finally picked up the Extremis. I was almost forgot the name, but I finally picked up the Iron Man Extremis suit. And I always wanted this since I got the Hulkbuster last year. I bought it, and when I was trying to do the research, and I found out that I had to do something with the Extremist suit. I ended up buying the wrong Iron Man, and I kept meaning to pick up the Iron Man Extremist suit, but I just kept forgetting. And then when I saw it, it was still regular retail price, 25 bucks. So I said, you know, let me just pick it up now when I'm here. So this is definitely an awesome figure. The only thing is that I kept trying to pose it so much that now I'm kind of having trouble with this shoulder thing right here, because I was trying to pose it so much, but I don't think it's a big deal. So I'm gonna try to display this with my Hulkbuster. So picked him up, got him up. I was gonna have him on my rotating boots, but to show you guys, but that was it done anyway. And I was able to pick up the Storm, Black Suit Storm. I decided to pick her up. This is something that I saw online. I wasn't gonna pre-order it. It was like, if I see it on the wild, I'll pick it up, which I did. She is definitely an upgrade from the one that was released a couple of years ago. I think the old one was released in like 2018. Now, if you see the one that's released in 2018, this is different because the white suit is the exact same one as the black suit one, and it doesn't come with the effects already on her hand scope. It doesn't come like that, and she doesn't come with additional hands or punching hands. She just comes with, I think, one set of hands and the effects that you have to put on her hands. So I think this was a good upgrade to have her with hands with the effects and then hands without it. I think that's a better way to go. And then the packaging, if you look at the old packaging, is way different than this one. This one is more of a cartoony vibe. I mean, both of them are drawn, but this is a better drawing than the last one. But I picked this one up. There was a few of them. Picked that one up. And while I was there, I also saw the Weapon X. Now I have a Weapon X that I picked up at a con last year, and it was 25, which I was surprised because the one that same one I picked up is not going on the aftermarket for like 80 to 90. And I'm like, I didn't pre-order this, and I was looking at it and I wasn't gonna pick it up. And man, am I glad I picked this up, because the scope is different than this one. If I can get it out, I'll do a little comparison and add it to the video, but the head scope that comes with the old one that I have doesn't have these things on the side of his face, and the head is a screaming head, and the scope is almost similar, but he doesn't have like these marks on his head. I don't know if you can see it well through the video, and it's a screaming head. And 2, the head that's on him, his mouth is closed with the mask. And then 3, what's awesome is that the old one I have does not come with as many hands. The one I have just comes with one pair of hands with the claws. That's it, with closed fists. This one comes with his closed fist with the claws, and it comes with kind of an open fist with the claws, and then kind of like open fist and a closed fist with no claws. And then the paint scope is kind of different, and I think the other one has something across his chest. So this one is a significant upgrade from the one I have. So I'm extremely happy that I got this. Now, what I might do with this one for now, since the other one I already have is out of the box, I do have the statue from Marvel Select of the Weapon X, and I do have the graphic novel, so I might want to display this for now in the box because I love, obviously, the throwback carding. And I might throw this with the Marvel Select statue and put the graphic novel together in a display case for now, before I take it out. But let me tell you something. When I went back, all of these were sold out. Everybody scooped them up, which a part of me is happy because I'm hoping that if you're a collector, you went there and you finally picked it up. I just hope that people didn't pick it up doubles and triples to scout, because there's no fun in that, and to try to, like, you know, treat this like it's like the sneaker game. But anyway, picked up that, and when I was at GameStop, I saw Sunspot, so I decided to just pick them up to try to complete the line. So So right now, I just need Emma Frost. Emma Frost has been hard to find, and she's been going kind of high in the aftermarket, which is a bit frustrating. So hopefully I can find Emma Frost in the wild. Worst case scenario, I'll just go on the Hasbro app since I have an account with them, and I'll just order her because she looks pretty cool. And while I was at my comic shop, I wasn't gonna get this pack, but I love the effects and I love the shield and I love the head sculpt. So I did get the Gamerverse Captain America and Venom. I love the head sculpt for Eddie Brock, so that's something dope. And I think that, I don't know if, I know they said this is the body sculpt for the animated series one. I know the head might be a little the same. So I think the artwork is a little different for the eyes, but definitely the slime on the tongue is new. I think they said the neck articulation, or they said this one has butterfly joints and the other one doesn't. Either or, it's an awesome upgrade. I love the effects. I know I'm gonna have fun with the effects with the shield. And the difference I know with this cap, because I was trying to figure out what was the difference between this cap and the Secret Wars cap, and what I noticed real fast is that the Secret Wars cap has that material. I call it like scaling. I know it looks like little scales on his chest and on his arms, which is cool on that figure, and he doesn't have it. And his star is a little shinier. This star isn't shiny, but is a little bit bigger. And what I wish the other cap had, he has butterfly joints, so he can get more poses than he can. The other cap has a smiling face and a serious face. He has the serious face and the yelling face, which I like, so I could at least have 3 faces. I might use these head sculpts more on the Secret Wars, but to play around with figure photography, I might use this one a lot as well. I might use both of them because you can get more poses out of it, but I want to use this shield more on the Secret Wars cap because the other Secret Wars shield is broken, and I'm not sure if I have any other regular cap shield, maybe besides the MCU one. And then he has obviously the thumbs one that the other cap doesn't, but they have the same body mode. I can intertwine the hands, which is awesome. And then, you know, I could use that, and then he has could also use, what else does he have? I think that's it. I think he just has those two. I did order the 3-pack. I like how Hasbro has stands that you can order 3 for $16. So I'm gonna start using those stands for action poses, for throwing shields and stuff like that. So I'm excited to get that in the mail soon. So pretty much got that. And while I was there, since I've been missing out on these HasLabs of like am I missing anything? Of like the Sentinels and who else? What's the guy from Fantastic Four? Galactus. The closest thing, which is really cool, and they had it, and I wasn't gonna get it, but I was thinking, I'm like, I'm gonna miss out on this because the holiday season, someone's gonna pick it up, and I decided to pick up Gargantos. And I was watching Just Incredible review him, and he was having fun with him. So I decided this would look awesome for some figure photography, to have an extra villain that's monstrous to face, you know, some of these characters. So I'm probably gonna break them out this weekend and just have a little fun with the toys and see if his posability, which he kind of looks like he has. And that's about it. I did pick up over here, you can't really see him, but I did pick up a Demogorgon just to like include with the aliens. But that's about it. Actually, I actually have him right here, Captain America. So when I meant like the scalings, see it, you can kind of see it, which is cool. I love that little detail, the scalings on his chest and on his arm. So that's pretty dope. So I want to pose him, and you know, he has a broken shield, which is great because I could always use that shield and this shield as effects, because I have this fight scene kind of planned out in my head between him and Rhino smashing his shield, so I could have a cool before and after. So, but as you can see, he has that, you can see his head right now, he kind of has that gritting mouth, and he doesn't have that. But now that I look at it, holy crap. Wait. They kind of look different sizes, but maybe it's the butterfly joints throwing me off, but it's making it feel like this Captain America is bigger than that. But I'll break them out this weekend and pose them around and have fun. But anyway, guys, if you made it this far in the channel, I really appreciate you hanging out with me, talking toys. Again, like, share, subscribe. I don't expect you to share, at least like or comment. But thanks again for hanging out, just chilling with me. Hopefully I'll bring you something again pretty soon. I know they're going to be coming out with some cool stuff coming up, since I saw at the cons and on Hasbro. And when I get those 2 new 2-packs, I'll bring you guys another video on that, reviewing those Cyclops and Jean Grey and Storm and Wolverine. But anyway, let me get out of here. I don't want to keep this too long. Again, thank you again for chilling out with me. I'll catch you on the next one. Hope you enjoyed the ride. Stay safe out there. Peace.